Hello and welcome back to our little town in Going Medieval. We are slowly but surely working our way towards uh, building a proper area for people to live. Building our little dormitory over here, which eventually we will move everybody into and then convert this more into a storage facility. We do have a little bit of a farm up and running. It's not massive, but we are working towards making things go to seed so that we get more seeds and can grow kind of longer term. Animal wise, we do have a dog that is hauling, and we are hunting some wildlife on the map currently. I don't think we're actively taming anything at the moment, but um, we have we have a lot going on with needing to build, so that is our current primary focus for the time being. We do, while we still kind of have the ability to, we need to harvest some of this um, grass here so that we can use it to build up our facilities. Ooh, 12 deer have arrived. That could be good for hunting. I want to make sure we harvest the hay. We have some, but not enough to fulfill all of our needs. So we need to make sure we keep that going because we're going to need to build like housing on top of everything. Okay, so we do have. It's going to be a little tricky building up these areas. Well, I think they could reach up from the bottom though, so I maybe it won't be as tricky as I think it will be. Although I do need to build. We're gonna need wooden beams going across all of these areas, and then we're gonna need flooring. Let's get the flooring built out. I think the flooring goes in here automatically, but or in the door frame, but that's fine. We'll leave it there for the time being. Let's get the walls built. And then we are also going to need thatched roofing over everything. Although it's not gonna quite work out that way. We're gonna have to figure out the roofing situation. That's gonna be a little challenging. So why can't you build here? Roof needs 2 or more points of rest. Okay. I might need to double up the Oh, you know what? I need walls in the middle. I need walls here. And then I should be able to put roofing on. Although it's not gonna let me do that. I'm gonna have to build. Yeah, let's cancel this. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit tricky as far as building a thatched roof. I think I'm gonna need to build double walls, which means I'm gonna lose a spot on this side, but that's all right. One room will be slightly smaller than the other. Yeah, and then we'll go here. That should be enough. I'm not exactly sure why this is giving... Oh, just because it's not reachable at the moment, but it will be longer term, so that's fine. And it does look like they reach up from the bottom and build the walls here, so don't have to worry too much about that. Definitely have a lumber situation going on here. These trees are growing quite well, so we will be able to harvest inside without having to chop anything outside in the near future. Okay, we are starving apparently, so let's take a look at our food situation. Do we have any meat at all? We apparently do not. Let's harvest this up. And let's look at our job priority. I think harvesting should be #1 priority. Constructing should probably fall to #2. Because eating is definitely a higher priority than building some stuff. All right, so people are eating again. We should get enough berries to tide us over for the time being. Now, did I build a red currant? I did not. Why did I not build a red currant farm area? All right, let's build a red currant area to farm here. I'm gonna make it fairly large because I think we have enough resources to do that. And red currants are always good to have because you can use them for brewing. You can use them for all sorts of stuff. Okay, we did chop up an animal here, so cooking needs to be somebody's priority. Who has... Okay, so you have the best cooking skill. You do have it set at #1 priority, but you also have harvesting set at #1 priority. So once you're done harvesting, you should start cooking automatically. Where is all this meat coming from? I'm not sure. I don't think we had any animals set to slaughter. So I'm not really sure. Okay, right now we only have one bow. We probably should longer term. All right, so we're just gathering resources here. Longer term, we need a better bow, or more bows, I should say. Okay, so there is a ton of raw meat going on right now. And it looks like we did harvest our flax seeds. So I think we can go ahead and expand this zone a little wider. These are still going to seed, so we'll let them be for the time being. Oh, we did have a red currant. All right, so I'm just making it much larger than it was before. That's fine. I looked right past it. Okay, there's a lot of processing going on here. Hopefully there's some cooking that'll happen soon. Who is our cook? It was Christine, who is currently doing some gardening. Let's prioritize... Oh, until I have... Okay. That was my problem here. let's prioritize the production of some food here. And I would like to use, yeah, sticks. Okay. All right, so this should give adequate food for everyone to eat, and that should take care of the hunger stuff. At least keep people's moods in the positive here. Now, I did build a restitutionist shrine, but I don't think I actually built an oak shrine, so I probably should do that because I think we have somebody who is an oak follower. Okay, we're definitely going to need more wood at some point. All right, we got the planting going on here. People are cutting and harvesting and doing all the things they need to be doing. Everything is going fairly well for the time being anyway. So we kind of have our main building here, which is should be a fallback zone. So if things get breached on the outer wall, we can fall back into here and still be somewhat protected. I would really like to get this done though. The doggo is helping carry stuff in, which is really nice. We are going to need a ton of wood to do everything we want to do. We are already on day 9 of spring. I think there's 12 days per season. So summer is going to carry us through. Hopefully we'll get enough carrots by then. They're currently ripe, so I think the next phase is flowering and then going to seed after that. So longer term goals, once this is built, I do want to like dig down and start building like a root cellar so that we're able to store some of our food down below where the temperature is consistently colder. I think that will be of great benefit in keeping the longevity of the food pretty high because this is all decomposing in like 2 days, 3 days. It lasts a lot longer when it's underground. Well, doggo's eaten. All right. Flax is never going to be a problem because it only has 2 phases for harvesting. It's either ripe and it produces a ton of seeds, or we don't harvest it. So it's always a net positive. It's only carrots and it's only the like food plants that you have to kind of juggle seed production versus um, growing for food purposes. We will need to make some more progress on research at some point, but right now I'm focused on getting this built as soon as possible. Our little tree factory is almost enough progress to where we can stop harvesting externally. Not quite, but almost. We're getting there. Should gather some of these mushrooms while they're here and while I can. I don't think anybody has high enough botany skill to do beets or herbs yet. Let's take a look at botany 8, 11, and 15. Okay, we have another shrine going up. That should take care of everyone's religious needs. Yeah, you're aligned towards oak. So your needs should be taken care of shortly. At least you'll have a way to take care of them. And then we will have to start on alcohol production at some point once we get some more research complete So we're just going to keep heading in that direction. Let's get through the sleep cycle here and get them up and running. I am a little worried about raids. Now, the first raid is usually pretty weak. It's usually only one or two enemies coming in, and one bowman should be enough to hold them at bay, especially with him being a decent marksman. But I really do need to get at least another bow up and running at some point. So kind of have to juggle our priorities here. Once this construction's done, we definitely need to resume working on research. And actually, is there anybody who can... Yeah, your intellectual's pretty high. Maybe you could focus on research and less on construction. Yeah, at least somebody else has higher construction, so... Yeah, we'll just keep making progress with the research here. Okay, I don't want the rotten food. No human carcasses. No waste. I don't want that stuff in here. Let's build a dumping stockpile. We could put it... Let's put it over here, outside the wall. They could be the dog and all that stuff. Okay, so we could see he's a great miner and an okay smith. High animal handling passion. Let's welcome you in. He's pretty banged up. Well, not terribly, but at least a little banged up. Let's take a look at your stats. Okay, you are a marksman. No. Sorry, wrong guy. You're kind of mediocre in everything, but you at least have a little bit of everything. So let's go ahead and bring you into the fold here. We can build a hay sleeping spot, and we may end up putting that on the first floor. Let's hide the roofs. That's still too high. All right, there we are. Now we're on the first floor. Yeah, we could put a hay sleeping spot in each of these rooms, and we probably need to also build flooring in all of these spaces. And at least that'll be the start. Okay, his wounds are tended. That should stop the bleeding, which increases the amount of blood, reduces the pain. So everything should start trending in the right direction for him. It is, if anything, it's just good to have another person in the colony. I will have him focus on animal husbandry, and maybe he will focus on hauling and stewardship for now. I don't really need too much focus on other things at the moment. Maybe he could at least haul materials. Okay, Oscar's making some decent progress in this direction with construction. 12 construction's pretty decent. Kind of would like to focus on the beds a little bit, but it's all right. All right, we do have research available. Fermenting would give us alcohol, which is pretty good, I would say. Reinforced doors could be handy, but we don't really have iron at the moment. Let's start with fermenting, and then we'll go from there. Wooden weaponry is probably another thing we should focus on. That will allow us to get our what you call it, our bow. Let's get this fermenting station built. We can get some alcohol going while we have red currants to work with. Well, we had red currants to work with, but I'm sure there's some more on the map we can gather up. Let's do some gathering. Yeah, there's definitely some red currants around we can harvest up. I would like to prioritize building this. If anything, just so we can get some red currant production going on. Or using the red currant to produce wine. Okay, so we want probably fermenting fruit juice. Yeah, that uses red currant and apples. And let's do this until we have, I don't know, maybe 100. Seems like a step in the right direction. We're definitely going to have the red currants available for it, so we might as well. Let's cut these. There's some flax over here too. We could harvest this. The wild flax. Going to give us even more flax seeds to work with. And we already have a decent sized flax field there. All right, we got a little merchant caravan coming along. Who has the best social skill? Let's see. Speechcraft 6, 11. Okay, so you have 11 and a passion for it. So you should probably be the person bartering. All right, so we have... All right, this is us offering, and this is us buying. So what do we have available to sell? Not a lot. But is there anything we actually want to buy from them? I mean, not really. They don't really have any raw resources. Mechanical components, but those are way too expensive for this point in the game for us. And all I can do is sell stuff. Can't really buy anything. So, yeah, I guess we're not going to do anything with them. But, you know, we tried. Okay, we still got construction coming along here. We are low on resources. At least there's some beds produced now. Alright, let's unforbid iron nuggets. Those are useful to have. How are our trees coming along? They've got to be coming... Oh, I got to increase the... Yeah. They're getting there. They're 7 more days. So I think we do need to issue some additional cutting commands here. Because we're definitely going to need the lumber, unfortunately. Okay, do we have... We have not started doing anything with this yet. Right. Are you our cook? Yes. So let's prioritize... Well, it looks like she's actually prioritizing some cooking right now. So we'll let her finish that up first. And now we'll prioritize producing alcohol there. All right, so that's moving in the right direction. We have some red currant pies that should be enough food to carry us over for a couple days. We are once again generating some lumber. You need so much lumber, but then once you hit, there's a certain point in the game where you hit enough lumber production once like this is going that you need lumber immediately, and you need so much of it that you're chopping the entire forests, and then before you know it, you have 6,000 wood in your stockpile and you can't get rid of it fast enough. So it's a really interesting early game, late game problem. Okay, we are making progress. It's slow but steady progress. Okay, they're leaving our settlement, which is fine. They didn't really have anything worth using or worth buying. Okay, we got some more chopping going on. Should probably gather, while we can, gather more of this hay. We're going to need a lot of it. Did I issue a command here? I don't think I did. Okay, everybody's going to bed. Now, was somebody a night owl? Right. No. I thought somebody was a night owl, but apparently not. Never mind. How is our wounded coming along? It's minor now. In 8 hours, it should be gone entirely. Okay, we do have some mash production going on here. It takes, once you make the resource here, it still has to sit and ferment for a while before it becomes alcohol. So, it's gonna be a little while before their alcohol requirement is satisfied. But it at least gets the ball rolling and gets that fermentation process to start. Okay. How are we doing on lumber? We're still chopping down, so it's still going in the right direction. We are finally getting some floors almost complete, and then we can work on the roofing. He's actually, I think, kind of getting to that point now. The walls are up. Okay, bedroom has officially been created, even though the flooring's not there yet. Okay, I think that was the last tree we had indicated to chop down. So we probably should chop even more. So much wood. It's crazy. It'd be so nice when this is done. Right, so those are exhausted. They should be going to bed pretty soon. It's actually a bedroom now, so hopefully he won't get any debuff. All right, as you can see, we have a lot of flax seeds over here. So we'll have plenty of linen cloth to work with. I do need to get it put into a storage area, though. Our storage area is getting a little tight for the amount of resources we're starting to develop. So hopefully once these bedrooms get finished, I can convert this also to temporary storage room, start splitting off some of the stuff into there. And we are making progress. It's just takes a very long time to get any meaningful buildings built. But I guess that makes sense. I mean, like, it did take seasons and seasons and seasons to do that. Okay, we do have bedrolls there. I think I'm going to start ripping out this stuff here. I think we're at least to a point where they can sleep in there. It's summer, so I don't have to worry too much about the temperature at the moment with these clay braziers. Okay, we do have wood stockpiling up. That should be enough to work with. But the guy that's chopping our wood is also the guy who handles the construction, so maybe for the time being I should cancel the chop orders so that he focuses on the production. It says food reserves are low, which is not great. Oh, we got some linen cloth up here. Let's see. Okay, he's also the only one with a bow. So he's the only one that could actually do hunting at the moment. Okay, we are. Looks like the bedrooms are becoming completed. They're not quite completed yet, but they're getting there. Wooden weaponry, I think, is the next thing I'm going to focus on. So as soon as we can get that going, we will. Okay, everybody's sleeping peacefully. We have 1,400 wood piled up. Should be enough to complete this construction. So hopefully when he wakes up, the priority will be taking care of that. Although food is a little dicey, I probably should gather wherever I can. Let's do some more red currant bush gathering. Our bedroom is created. Yeah. 12 hours, those berry bushes will be done. I do need to do some hunting at some point as well. All right. Gerard is moving right along, getting these floors built. Although he's failing a fair bit. Or Oscar, I'm sorry. Settlers are becoming annoyed. Christine is annoyed. All right. Well, hopefully her mood will start getting better. At least producing some fermented juice. Okay, we do have more bedrooms being created. So everybody should be sleeping inside at this point. There's at least a roof on everything at the moment. Well, at least the floor above was built, which means that there's effectively a roof over it. I do need to build a roof here as well. This is going to be very strange. Not exactly sure how I need to build that one, but maybe I don't. I think I should probably expand this zone into this space here. No, I can't. Apparently can't do that. So can I copy this zone? Can. And it did copy all the settings, so it gives us a little more room to work with over here. Hopefully that means our dog will start bringing in some of these linen cloths and some of these other raw materials that we need. Meal production should take place as well because everybody's hungry. Although she seems to be focusing on all the fermenting stuff. At least that's done at this point. All right, all the hauling is taking place. That should help or alleviate the hit point issue. They're not going to decay from being outside. I don't think there's any new research. No, she hasn't done any more research, so just let that be for the time being. She is doing some food now, so at least there's that. Using up some of these sticks in the fire. Now he's gardening, and I think I'd rather, even though gardening is important, I think I'd rather him focus on finishing up these buildings. Although gardening should be done pretty soon. Okay, so here is our first raid. It is much worse than I had hoped. This is not good at all. So Oscar, you are going on the wall. We do have many unarmed settlers. Well, actually, you don't need to go up there quite yet. They're not... They haven't actually... Oh, no, never mind. They just started their attack. So I think they're going to come from this direction. I think we have to kind of stay down in this general area. You're going to be trying to harvest this linen cloth. All right. Let's get you back inside. Okay, so he is on the wall. Starting to shoot. Okay, so you are focusing on... Yeah, let's not run outside, but let's go ahead and move over by the gate. And you're going to have to be drafted as well. Okay, you, hopefully you, nope, we missed every shot. All right, let's get over here. Get back to shooting these guys. Hopefully our gate holds up at least a little bit. All right, is this guy bleeding? Okay, we did kill a marauder. Let's see if we can kill this guy too. Oh, he did bust through over there. Okay, let's get you over here. And let's get you down here. If we can kill at least a couple of them, the rest of them should run away. Okay, let's just run you on a wild goose chase here. Okay, he did get hit. Come on over here. Chase our guys. If we can at least kill him. All right, let's go after this guy. Where's the fourth one? There was another one somewhere. There he is. He's on the wall. Yeah, this is an issue. There we go. Let's try and finish that guy off. So the good news is this should give us some weapons and armor to work with. The bad news is well, I guess there really isn't that much bad news. We did pretty well. I thought things would go worse than they did. Let's go ahead and allow this again. I guess we'll leave him drafted for a little while. See if we can finish taking him out. Let's see if we can go stab him real quick. There we go. Undraft, undraft. Allow. And we have successfully defeated our first incursion into our little settlement here. So everything went pretty well overall. All right. So I think that's probably a good spot to put the cut in for today. We did make a lot of progress. This building is almost done being built, although it is, painfully slow. We do have some repairs to do. We have to replace this door. I would like to get reinforced doors at some point and make the settlement a little bit stronger. And we'll have to kind of beef up our defenses a little bit over time. But I think we're in a good spot to call it. So thank you for watching. We will see you in the next one.